When those best places to live pop up at you on your web browser, do you ever notice how white they are? I decided to embark this 26,000-mile journey because I just had to know one thing. How and where will white Americans live to achieve their American dream?
You go and visit white enclaves all around the country, and you bring statistics to attention that there's been a huge amount of white flight.
And one of the startling things I've come upon, this country is as segregated residentially and educationally as it was in 1970.
Everybody's white, but everybody's, very accepting, and we don't have any problems.
Warren County in general has such low crime. Lots of people don't even lock their doors, even in today's day and age.
As people of color, especially immigrants, live increasingly in suburbs and cities, white people are living in towns and exurban areas that are predominantly, even extremely white.
You're going to get prejudice no matter where you go, but up here you're going to get a lot less.
Necessarily a contradiction between being white nationalist, Aryan nation, and ritzy?
There's not a contradiction per se. I mean, ritzy people in that community do not say anything racist, and they're perfectly friendly in that sense.
Back when I first came out, there was mostly one type of person here.
However, Aryan nations will find a place to feel comfortable among that social and racial homogeneity. The national security narrative merged with the anti-immigration nativist narrative to spark a lot of fear. By 2042, white people will no longer be the American majority.
Half of the kids in this country under 5 years old are minorities. By far the greatest number are Hispanic. Know what that means? 25 years and the majority population is Hispanic. Well, do your duty. Make more babies.
What is happening now to white men right now is exactly what was done to black folks. For you.
No, they're not being lynched, Pat. They're not being lynched.
But do you understand what the New York Times wants? They want to break down the white Christian male power structure, of which you're a part, and so am I. And they want to bring in millions of foreign nationals to basically break down the structure that we have.
So if you would look, is there a problem in as far as these people in their Whitopias? Do they consider there's a problem? They don't need policing. They've kept the problem outside their doors.
In fact, many people aren't aware of it. They move to these communities with nary a thought of how segregated it is. And implicitly, they just assume the qualities that attracted them, friendliness, comfort, security, are whiteness in and of itself. Many people don't even give it a second thought.
And has the federal government got any role to mess with them?
Well, what government does and doesn't do is how it zones. When you zone in a certain way, and it's explicitly told by certain county organizations, is we want the renters out. We want apartment complexes out, and that's code words for immigrants or lower income whites or blacks.
What does an illegal immigrant look like?
I do not know. I do not know what an illegal immigrant looks like. I can tell you that I think that there are people in Arizona that assume they know what an illegal immigrant looks like. I don't know if they know that for a fact or not.
See the Tea Party exercising a lot of political muscle in this election, not simply in how people are voting, but just the very debate itself. They're swaying the debate, and their voice is amplified larger than their actual numbers.
Whitopia is a mixed-match landscape of contentment and anger. Bliss and a bunker mentality sweep its every nook. The speed and magnitude of America's social changes are sparking a virulent fear. Many conservatives and many white Americans worry over their dwindling majority. From private homes to public rallies, I hear Whitopians say, "We want to take our country back." And then I wonder, take it back from what? A hot debate in this country exposes deep racial, class, geographic, and ideological divides. What is America, and who do we want to be?